Now, the organisation you work for says, we know where you are. Auntie's put boxing gloves on, and I was so incensed by the idea that I'm guilty of something that I actually cancelled my TV licence fee a few months ago. Because I'm not going to have the BBC or any organisation threatening me. I've cancelled my TV licence, and they haven't found me. Nobody's come knocking on the door. And it's a serious point to make. There are too many organisations, and the BBC seem to think it's okay to badger, hector and threaten people.
The BBC makes over £3 billion a year by pestering the occupants of households and demanding money with menaces. For over half a century, the BBC has repeatedly incited fear into the minds of the UK population with adverts like this.
Yes, there's a TV set on number 5. It's in the front room. And they're watching Columbo.
If you don't have a TV license, it won't take us long to find you.
What is this advert saying? The advert is attempting to create a false fear by making the viewer believe that the BBC can legally eavesdrop on any home in the UK. But the BBC now admit that no one has ever been convicted as a result of evidence obtained from a TV detector van. So these adverts were designed to create fear over something that doesn't exist. However, the BBC continued to use this ploy because they know that scared people are more willing to hand over their money.
If you're viewing without a TV license, you'll need to keep one eye on the road. Because TV detector vans are in this area. They have the address of every house or flat that doesn't have a TV license. So you could face a summons and a fine of up to £200. Please get a license before you get a visit.
Before you get a visit? In other words, pay up or we'll send the boys round. Would you normally do business with someone who speaks to people like this?
50p, fat man.
Yeah, okay, Gripper. Well, I'll try.
Every Monday you come looking for me, right? With your 20p. Right? And you tell anyone, and I'll put you in a wheelchair. Right?
As if this kind of intimidation wasn't bad enough, the BBC then started to prey on people's fears of being branded as a criminal.
Don't even know why we bothered to pay our licence.
We don't.
But haven't we got a licence?
No.
But that makes me a criminal!
Clearly, the BBC's policy is to treat you as a criminal by constantly assuming that you are guilty of a crime, just because you haven't got a TV licence.
All right, don't rush me. I mean, that is not such an easy question to answer, you know. Have I got a telly? There could be a number of, different replies, couldn't there? I mean, I need time to think one up.
We know you've got one. We detected it.
Oh.
And in times of recession, the BBC seem to have no qualms about preying on our fear of being short of money.
Yeah, I've just had it resprayed. Raging Bull Red with super sheen metallic finish. Nice, isn't it? The dysentery beige wasn't exactly a babe magnet. Anyway, I had to save a few bob to get it done, so I sort of forgot to pay my TV licence. And I got caught and fined. Still, the lasses don't notice in the dark. Or if I stand here, like this.
Notice the threatening slogan. Pay now, or you'll pay later. This is the kind of language you'd only expect a bully to use.
Get the money. No. Either you pay us, or we pay you.
By the 1990s, the BBC were attempting to incite fear of what our neighbours may think of us, should they find out that we haven't bought a TV licence.
£62 is a fair bit for me to find, but I pay it. I reckon it's worth it for all the enjoyment I get from the telly and the radio. Trouble is, there are certain other people, not a million miles away, that I'm paying for as well.
If you don't pay your fee, you make others pay your share. It's just over £1 a week, and it's the law.
Notice how they are trying to make you feel guilty that you're somehow making someone else's life worse, because you don't have a TV license.
Bloke next door's got a satellite TV. He's always bragging about it. I said to him the other day, I hope you've got a TV license for that, because you do need a license, you know. He told me to shut up and mind my own business. I said, well, don't say I didn't warn you. Anyway, he knocked on his door this morning. Made him ditch it a day.
Here, they appear to be boasting that what they do is a system, and that you cannot beat it. In this next advert, the BBC has the audacity to try to make people feel guilty for buying food for their children, instead of handing it over to the BBC.
Oh, Freddie, what have you done? I don't know what he feeds that baby. Got so much on his plate, he's even forgotten to get a new TV licence. He could buy it online. Then he wouldn't have the threat of a court appearance and a fine of up to £1,000 hanging over his head. They've a list of every address without a licence, after all. Maybe then he could teach his son the difference between a potty and a sofa.
Even today, the BBC continue to use the threat of menaces, using their tired mantra, "We know where you live." This is exactly the kind of language used by extortion racketeers.
Your town, your street, your home. It's all in our database. New technology means it's easy to pay your TV license and impossible to hide if you don't. It's all in the database.
Those creepy sounds and distant sirens are clearly there to make you feel nervous, and to leave you with the impression that TV license avoidance is seen to be as despicable as terrorism.
And finally, petty crime is on the increase. The latest figures show...
Yes, you've been a bit, shall we say, naughty recently, haven't you?
You can't get away. That gets you in the end.
Fiona? Isn't that someone at the door?
Not having a TV license is a criminal offence. Our computer has the address of everyone in the country, so it's only a matter of time before we catch up with you. Don't wait for the knock on the door.
Here, we see another example of the BBC using fear and threats in order to extort money. Clearly, it is the BBC who are the real criminals. By giving your money to the BBC, you are directly funding organised criminals and a powerful paedophile network. The more money we give them, the more difficult they will be to stop. So, take back your power. Show the BBC that you will not be bullied into handing over your hard-earned money.
What's that?
I've got a new payment card for you.
For what?
TV licensing.
We don't have TV.
Can I just come in and confirm that with you?
No, you ain't coming in my house.
Okay.
I don't have nothing to do with your paedophile ring, mate. I don't have anything to do with it.
Okay.
And we showed that to the last bloke who come.
Right, okay.
And we showed him that we didn't have a normal telly. Alright?